Sterling High School, Channel 19, winner of the National Emmy Award for the Best Live Game Broadcast.
You're watching Sterling High School, Channel 19, serving Hynella, Laurel Springs, Magnolia, Summerdale, and Stratford.
For the first time since 1971, Sterling is South Jersey champ.
Went on to become the New Jersey Tournament of Champions winner. South Jersey's never won it before. So the Sterling Lady Knights and that string sing. South Jersey is well represented now.
Sterling is going to the championship game.
Looks like he's fouled there. Put up a desperation shot, and there he goes. It's good! It's
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Sterling Channel 19, and it is my honor to introduce you guys to the 2024-2025 winter season. And to start, we have girls basketball. The Lady Knights starting off their season against the Audubon Green Wave. Both teams coming in 0-0. But last year in the Colonial Liberty, Sterling was 5th. So Haddonfield got first, 10-1 in the division, 23-5 overall. Woodbury, 7-2 in the division, 18-11 overall. Haddon Township, 6-4 in the division, 16-9 overall. Haddon Heights was 5-5 in the division, 17-11 overall. And then the 2-8 in the division, 13-14 overall. Sterling Silver Knights, and then West Deptford was at the bottom. So for the Colonial Patriot, Audubon Green Wave won their division last year. They were 10-0 in the division, perfect, and 16-8 overall. The Gateway Gators, 8-2 in the division, 16-10 overall. Paulsboro Red Raiders, 4-6 in the division, 7-13 overall. And then it was Collingswood, Gloucester City, and Lindenwold. So refs going over the rules as we speak. Glad to bring you guys this stream today. So Sterling last year, 13-14. They were 5th in the Colonial Liberty. Offense averaged around 40 points per game. The defense gave up 40 points per game. So quite in the middle for the Lady Knights last year. Erin Quinn, who is no longer on the roster, led the way. Lexi Kuhn followed behind her with 7 points per game. Ireland Kay, who's out this year with ACL injury, had 7 points per game. And Montgomery Dram was also on the squad. Missing a lot of points, this Sterling team. So they're looking for their youth and some of the people who were on JV last year to try and step up for this Sterling team. For Audubon, they were 16-8, first in the Colonial Patriot. Their offense averaged 41 points per game. Their defense, 34 points per game. The leader was Emma Spire, who had 12 points per game. Ashley Flynn following behind her with 10. Payne Marone with 7. And Giovanna Heller with 5. So Sterling definitely going to rely on their youth a little bit today. Some of these people we have not seen on a varsity roster yet. I mean, a lot of these kids were on this JV team, and one of the kids on the varsity roster is a freshman, Molly Hoffaker. We saw her a lot in the soccer season, coming out here and doing her best. There she is, right in front of Maddie Sims. So glad to bring you guys this stream. So we're taking a little listen to our PA announcer, Strauss. So we'll be right back at you guys, and we're going to let the girls introduce themselves.
Madison Sims, Junior, Forward, Stratford.
Lexi Kuhn, Junior, Guard, Stratford.
Michaela Carr, Senior, Guard, Summerdale.
Paris Logan, Senior, Forward, Summerdale.
Amber Wilsey, Senior, Guard, Stratford.
Molly Hoffaker, Freshman, Guard, Laurel Springs.
Macy Fox, Senior, Guard, Laurel Springs.
Jordan Frazier, Junior, Forward, Lindenwold.
Aaliyah Smith, Junior, Forward, Magnolia.
So taking a look at the game history since 2007, Sterling leads the series 24-0. In January, Sterling won 37-31, and that was the closest score since 2017. Sterling, as we know, a little bit of a down year last year due to a couple injuries, Bridget Dixon and Caitlin Ott of sorts, but some of the keys to the game here for the Lady Knights is defense. They got to play some strong defense, get a very high-powered Audubon offense, limit the turnovers, make sure they're playing disciplined, and stay composed. A lot of these girls, a lot younger, haven't really jumped into the game yet. So taking a look at Audubon starters, at guard, it's going to be number 2, Giovanna Heller, then Molly Sullivan at the 4, Emma Spire at the 3, Molly Sullivan at the 2, Ashley Flynn at the 4, and then Peyton Marone, the junior, at the 5. So I'm going to be quiet for a second, and I'm going to give it off to our PA announcer, Rob Strauss.
Host for tonight's game, season opener, Green Wave Audubon, your Sterling Lady Knights. Let's meet the lineups. First for the visiting Green Wave of Audubon. At guard, a 5'8" sophomore, number 2, Giovanna Heller. At guard, a 5'6" junior, number 3, Molly Sullivan. At guard, a 5'6" junior, number 4, Emma Spire. At forward, a 5'8" senior, number 11, Ashley Flynn. And a forward, a 5'6" junior, number 14, Peyton Marone. Green Wave are coached by Brendan Barrett, coached by Nick Kevin Giddy, Maddie Whale. And now the starting lineup for the Sterling Lady Knights. At guard, 5'8" junior, number 22, Maddie Simmons. At forward, 5'17", number 3, Paris Logan. At forward, 5'11", junior, number 23, Jordan Frazier. At guard, 5'6", senior, number 11, Amber Wilson. At guard, 5'10", junior, number 15, Lexi Coon. Away next, they're coached by Kate McDonald, assisted by Chris Jones, Ashton Sharp, Tim McDonald, Chanel Robinson, Potts, Jacob.
Great job on the PA announcing, as usual, for Mr. Strauss. So taking a look at Sterling starters, number 3, Paris Logan playing the 4, Amber Wilsey playing the point, Lexi Kuhn playing the 3, Maddie Sims playing the 2, and Jordan Frazier at the 5. So it'll be very interesting to see how the Lady Knights pair up. As we took a look at their bench, there is Tim McDonald, husband of head coach Kate McDonald, in her 16th season of coaching this year. She has a total record of 291 and 117, which comes out to a .713 win percentage. And I'm joined here by Max Zubak, and one of the most winningest coaches in Sterling history.
Oh, for sure. He's done a really good job with his organization in the past, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. He's a very good coach overall. I'm excited to see how he goes into this year with the new squad and kind of adapting around all the losses in the roster, whether it be from graduation or from injury in some cases. Very exciting season to have start off here and me be a part of it for the first time.
Yeah. Coach McDonald actually has a stomach bug today as we are off here, and Audubon's going to start with possession. So Ashley Flynn taking up the point here, playing the point guard position with Amber Wilsey in her face, dishing it out to the outside, looking for Heller. Gets over to Spire. This one goes out to the corner, back to Spire. Spire looking for 3, won't go. Sterling looking for a rebound. Logan grabs it. And now Sterling looking to go in transition. Maddie Sims working up the court. She slows it down a little bit. Facing Heller in her face. Sims scanning the court. Looking for Paris Logan. Logan has it in the paint. She's hit hard. No foul. And now Audubon looking to go the other way. Ashley Flynn taking it up. Flynn directing Spire. Spire has it. Sims in her face. Spire rotates out. And traveling violation is called. Spire was the leading points per game scorer last year for Audubon with 12 points per game, 278 total. She was a nice three-point scorer, 43 points made and 62 twos made. Amber Wilsey running the point here for Sterling, gets it up to Lexi Kuhn. Kuhn finding Jordan Frazier. Frazier back out to Wilsey. Wilsey calling the shots. Trying to move out to her right, gets Lexi Kuhn. Lexi Kuhn for three, won't go. Now Audubon moving up with it. This one's Marone. Marone taking it up towards Maddie Sims. Tries to hit a little Euro step, gets knocked down. Getting this one back is Flynn. Rebounded here by Sterling. And now Sims looks to have it in transition.
It's been very fast-paced to start this first minute of play, but it's good for Sterling to kind of slow it down, but they can't quite keep it there.
Marone going towards the basket, trying to get over on Sims, and foul is called, and she knocks it down. Peyton Marone for two, draws the and one, and she's going to shoot one at the free throw line.
It's a great full court play, gets the steal off of a pass, puts it up, gets the and one as well. Great first play to open up the scoring.
So Peyton Marone, the junior, averaged 7 points per game last year. Just misses the net, and Paris Logan grabs yet another rebound, her third of the game. So now Sims with pressure in her face, trying to move past Heller. Weaves her way through a couple of defenders. Sims flying through, gets it out towards Wilsey. Wilsey for three. Can't find the net. It's going to be Sterling ball.
A very good effort and open pass to make, but the shot is a little early. You could have let the play develop. You had the time, especially because it's early in the game. Don't take too many risks. Get yourself in a rhythm before you take shots that you aren't really ready for in the game. You got to let them read the twos before you can get the threes going.
This one gets out to Maddie Sims, foot on the line. She knocks it down. Sterling's first two of the season coming from someone we see in net, finding the net here on the basketball team, and it's 2-2 here early in this first quarter. Nice ball movement here from Audubon, looking for Spire. Spire looking for three, won't go. Sterling ball with a couple of substitutions coming here for Audubon. Molly Sullivan and Sophia Homa coming in here. Homa of another freshman, but for this Audubon team instead of Sterling. So Sterling looking to inbound here. Maddie Sims looking to progress up the court, getting it over towards Amber Wilsey. Wilsey with Homa in her face, gets it back out to Paris Logan. Paris Logan now moving up the court, finding Maddie Sims. Sims, pressure in her face here by Heller. Taking it out to the right side, getting this one back to Wilsey. Wilsey looking for the pass underneath, well played there by Sullivan. Now trying to take it up the court is Heller. Gets back over to Sullivan. Sullivan back to Heller. Heller looking towards the outside, looking for Flynn. Looks like foul was called on Paris Logan.
Well, we had mentioned before that this team for Sterling really wants to try and manage their turnovers, not get too many. And we've already had a couple that have gone for points and kind of let it go.
So it was a hard foul called on Paris Logan. This one will be inbounded here, getting it out to the outside, looking for Peyton Marone. This one gets back out. Flynn for three, won't go. Trying to salvage that possession was Sophia Homa, but she cannot, and it stays Sterling ball. Not a lot of scoring so far, but a good amount of offense. Nice ball movement by both squads. Sterling looking to come out firing. Same with Audubon. There was almost a turnover. Kuhn looking to advance Amber Wilsey. Wilsey trying to lay this one up. Can't get it in. Frazier trying to get the rebound, and Audubon gets it back. So now Flynn moving in transition. Getting this one over to Heller. Heller looking for Sullivan. This one goes back to Flynn. Heller. Scanning, finding the pass, gets it over to Sullivan. This one gets to the corner for Homa. Homa looking to bounce this one in. Well played there by Jordan Frazier and Maddie Sims. Now Frazier moving with speed, trying to lay this one up. Nice defense there by Audubon. This one advancing up for Homa. She gets past Sims. Homa taking it to the rim. Nice play there by Paris Logan with the rejection, trying to put it back up as Audubon. They can't. Jump ball called. It's going to be in Sterling possession. What a play by Paris Logan.
Been insanely back and forth, and Logan with a very good block there. It just couldn't result in an offensive drive, which is what both sides need right now.
Paris Logan doing it all on the defensive side right now. 3 rebounds, a block. This one gets in the middle for Kuhn. She gets it out towards Wilsey. Wilsey trying to send this one up for Frazier. Frazier, nice play. Let's keep that ball in bounds. Gets it back over to Wilsey with some pressure on her face. Gets it over to Sims. Sterling looks like they're set. This one gets over to Kuhn. Kuhn for 2. Can't knock it down. Logan with the rebound. This one goes back out to Sims. Sims looking towards Frazier. Frazier looking for Paris Logan, trying to get herself inside the paint. Foul called on Audubon. That one looks like it's going against Heller. Paris Logan doing a great job so far.
She's put in a lot of good effort here in the first half of this quarter, and it's definitely been beneficial to both the offensive and defensive sides. Trying to get a shot to get a couple of points salvaged on the board, give Sterling another chance at keeping a lead in this first quarter.
This is going to be inbounded here. Paris Logan back out to Wilsey. Wilsey looking for Kuhn. Gets pressure in her face. Wilsey, Frazier. Frazier with Heller in her face. Gets it out towards Sims, who has Homa in her face. Freshman playing good defense so far. Wilsey back out to Kuhn. Kuhn surveying. Looking for Frazier. Frazier gets back out to the top of the key. And now looks for Wilsey. Wilsey trying to move her way around. Homa finds an open Paris Logan. Logan trying to put this one in. Can't. Still playing physical under the rim. Ball goes on the ground, but nicely picked up there by Marone, who takes it up herself. Marone towards Heller. Heller looking for Spire. Spire with Wilsey in her face. Gets it back over to Heller. This one finds its way back towards Marone. Marone looking for Spire. Spire for two. And that one goes down. Nothing but net there from Spire. They take a 2-point lead over Sterling. Sterling needs to be a little careful with these passes. That one was almost turned over, but a foul was called there on Peyton Marone.
Well, the foul was on Marone there. She's the only person with a bucket for this Green Wave side, and now an assist with a really nice through ball pass. She's putting a lot of good effort for the Green Wave thus far.
Our next TV game will be girls basketball. This Thursday, it'll be West Deptford against Sterling back here at the Castle. As Maddie Sims is someone you'll see in that game taking this one up the court along with Lexi Kuhn. This one gets over to Frazier. Frazier with pressure in her face, gets it swatted out. Frazier back to Sims. Sims surveying. Nice screen there by Wilsey. As Sims dishes this one out to Kuhn. Kuhn looking back towards Sims. Back out to Logan. Logan inside the box, gets double teamed quite quickly. She tries to throw this one away. And that's going to be out of bounds, called on Sterling. So great defense so far by this Green Wave team as they're playing very scrappy inside the paint.
Always looking for a steal and always looking to press while on defense. Great mentality to have to start off the game.
Spire to Heller. Heller has Homa to her left. She tries to lob this one in. Good defense there by Lexi Kuhn. Inbounding this one will be Canada. Spire looking to go underneath. This one goes to her, but Coach McDonald makes the nice, safe snag. Then it'll be Audubon balls. That one was tipped by Wilsey. So Canada once again. McDonald in her 16th year, as we saw her there. This one gets out to Spire. Spire looking for Canada. Back to Spire. Spire looking up to Homa. Nice ball movement here by Audubon as they try to go inside the paint, but they cannot. Nice play there by Sims, as now Sims looking to take this one up for the Lady Knights. Sims hers this one to Wilsey, who tries to put one up. That one won't go, and now Audubon moving in transition. It's Heller. Heller passing this one out to Spire. Nice play there by Paris Logan, who got herself another steal. Done a great job so far in this one. Maddie Sims moving up. Facing pressure. Looks like a foul is called on Kylie Canada. It looks like some action in the paint against Paris Logan. It is her first, the team's third of the game.
You said they were playing scrappy in there. Continues to show as the quarter progresses.
Yeah. This one gets out to Kuhn. Kuhn with immediate pressure in her face gets one out to Wilsey. Wilsey to Sims. Sims restarting this one. Nice screen there by Wilsey. Going underneath is Kuhn. Sims still with this one, looking for Frazier. Frazier doing a good job getting this one back out to Sims. Sims for three. That one won't go. Sims gets it back though. Great hustle there by number 22. Getting a little bit of pressure, but getting this one back out to the top. 1 minute and 10 here to play, roughly, and Sims is going to have to make some magic happen here. This one gets out to Frazier. Frazier tries to put one up, and a foul is called, so she'll go to the line to shoot for two.
It's a very good way to evade the pressure, is just keep trying to take your time, play methodical with the passes, end up with a drawn foul, and the possibility to tie it back up.
Frazier, someone who's had to take a massive leap for this Lady Knights squad, didn't play any varsity minutes last year, was solely a JV player, and now playing the starting center role for the Sterling team, takes a free throw and cashes it in. So Frazier for her second. just misses that one a little bit. Whistle's called anyway, and it'll be Audubon ball. So 4-3 the score here with just under a minute to play in this first quarter. Audubon progressing up. It's Homa. Homa looking towards the middle. This one gets back out to Sullivan. Sullivan looking underneath. This one gets back out to her. Sullivan with Wilsey. Gets back out to Homa. Back to Sullivan. This one goes on the inside looking for Canaday. Back to Sullivan. Back to Homa. Homa surveying. Gets it to Sullivan. This one gets back out to the outside. Nice shot taken there. Foul called on Frazier, and Ashley Flynn will shoot for 2.
A lot of good passing and good vision of where the court's going and how the play is progressing. And an obvious foul there is just a little late. 2 opportunities to make it a 3-point game.
So Flynn, a 10 points per game player, a senior for this Green Wave squad, looking to shoot 2 here. First one cashes in. Flynn gets her second as well. So Audubon taking a 3-point lead, and now Sterling with the turnover. Homa plays it. Nice read by the freshman. She cuts her way in, trying to put one on net, can't. This one gets back over to Sullivan. Sullivan to Flynn. Flynn to Spire to Homa. Homa gets double teamed. Working here against Amber Wilsey. Back out to Spire. Back to Homa. Homa for 3. Bang! Nice shot there by Homa. And Audubon takes a 5-point lead with the clock ticking. 2 seconds, 1 second. Frazier's gonna have to take it and shoot it, but the clock runs out, and that is the end of the first quarter. What a shot by Homa. Knocks it down perfectly there, and that is what ended the first quarter here for Sterling. So 9-3 the score as we're gonna enter second quarter action just after this short commercial break.
Douglas. Here. Brody. Here. Joshua. Joshua. Joshua.
I don't think he signed up for flex time.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no, I'm too late.
But we are back to take a view at Scholes' house, wonderfully decorated for the holiday season and the start of the winter season, 2024-2025 season. We started with girls basketball. The varsity game started the second quarter, down 9-3. The Green Wave have crashed over with their stunning amount of defense, getting them a 6-point lead early on. It's the right game to play, and they've been taking advantage of the turnovers and risky passes Sterling has made to make this deficit happen.
Great job on the read there. Max has eyeing back after dealing with some technical problems, and Ashley Flynn will be the one to throw this one in here for Audubon as Homa will get this one started for the Green Wave. Homa to Heller. Back out to Homa. Homa looking for Spire. Spire with immediate pressure. Hoffaker in the game here for Sterling, a young freshman. She sized up against Homa now. This one back out to Spire. Trying to cut in here is the Green Wave. They missed that one. They get their own rebound. Nice defense there by Sterling. And now Sims looking to take this one up. Looking for Molly Hoffaker. Hoffaker with some good hustle, but can't salvage that one. And it'll be Audubon ball.
It's been a lot of risky passing by the Lady Knights very early on, and I feel like that's what's kind of been causing all these turnovers. You can take your time with the play, let the build-up happen. I know the pressure is there, but let the pressure kind of reflect off of you and go back to Audubon. Give yourself some relief there.
So Homa back to Spire. Spire to Homa. Homa, freshman against freshman here. She's lined up against Hoffaker. This one gets back out to Spire. Spire trying to cut in, travel violation, and it'll be Sterling ball. This one will be played near the Sterling bench as Sims trying to command some traffic here. Hoffaker is going to go towards her. Molly Hoffaker back to Maddie Sims. Sims looking to progress up the court, giving this one to Kuhn. And this one goes out to Wilsey. Wilsey moving up, dishing it out to Kuhn. Kuhn to Sims. Sims taking her time. Spire in her face. Commotion going on to the left. This one finds Kuhn. Back to Sims. Sims with Spire on her back. Finds Hoffaker. Out to Logan. Logan around the three-point line, somewhere we don't see her very often. She gets that one poked away. She gets it back. Hoffaker has trouble corralling it. Immediately pressured by the Green Wave. Jump ball. And it's going to stay in possession here of Sterling.
There's a good recovery after, kind of losing the ball there. You get onto the ball, trying to force something like that, you're right back in possession.
This one gets underneath to Logan. Logan trying to put up a shot. Nice defense there by the Green Wave, but it stays Sterling ball. Green Wave playing some consistent, scrappy defense here against a Sterling team who's a rather physical team rather than speed, and it's matching up quite well to start.
It's definitely the way to go against a team like Sterling who clearly likes their pace. Why not shut it down with the scrappiest way to play defense?
So now Sims. Back out to Kuhn. Kuhn for three. That one got tipped on the way to the net. And now Audubon taking it up here with Marone. Marone looking forward towards Spire. Nice defense there by Wilsey. This one gets back out. Good passing here from Audubon as Marone tries to take it up. Nice rebound there by the Knights. And they move forward. Kuhn moving around, finding Sims. Wilsey sets a screen on Spire. Sims has pressure, has to pass it, finds Logan. Foul is called on the floor, so it will be a Sterling throw-in, or not throw-in. Oh my goodness, soccer season. Sterling will pass it back in.
It's world's favorite game for a reason. Gets stuck in your head.
I know. Well, we broadcasted a lot of soccer this fall as a timeout is called here by the Lady Knights. And you can follow us on Twitter or X at SterlingTV19, where we have live updates of all the things going on around the castle and all the sports happening here at the castle as well. So make sure you guys go follow us on Twitter or X at SterlingTV19. We looked at the crowd here, and cool little fact here about Sterling TV19 is we won our first National Emmy in school history the past couple weeks. Thank you to the National Emmy Association for giving us that great honor. It was awesome to experience that moment live, and it was a very cool moment for our I guess you could say company, our club that we have here at Sterling. I'm Daniel Leakin, joined by Max Zubak here in the booth. Glad to bring you guys the first stream of the winter season after such a fun fall season we had here at Sterling Channel 19. This one goes underneath to Logan. This one, great defense by Audubon, and now they're storming up the field. The Green Wave surging, but that one was poked away, and it'll stay Green Wave ball.
It's a good way to stop a fast break. Doesn't get you the possession, but it gets you some time to breathe after losing the ball quickly, and it's a problem that went from the first to the second. They just can't keep the ball in their hands.
So now this one goes out to Spire. Sullivan, back to Spire. So it goes out to Flynn. Flynn looking towards Spire. Looked like the communication was just off a little bit. Spire back to Sullivan. This one goes towards the middle. Nice play there by Sims. And now Sims is going to take it up the court, dishing this one over to Lexi Kuhn, who can't get there in time. And it'll be back to Audubon. So Spire getting this one towards Marone. Marone moving up the court. Back to Spire. Spire gets back to Marone. Sullivan, great ball movement for three. Can't knock it down. Good rebound by Logan. She gets this one to Sims. Wilsey up the field. A nice pass there by Sims. Wilsey for two. Gets it down. What a quarterback pass there from Maddie Sims. And Sterling now within four.
Definitely the pass they needed.
Yeah, QB1 Maddie Sims propaganda is flooding right now. As this one gets back out to Sullivan. Flynn has it in the far corner. Gets this one to Marone. Marone to Spire. Spire back out to Sullivan. She tries to get this one inside the paint. Good physical defense there by Molly Hoffaker, the freshman. The position will stay in Audubon's favor.
Let's take a look here at the now #1 leading in the vote for the Heisman, Maddie Sims, getting a great pass for a great shot for 2.
Step aside, Travis Hunter. We have our Heisman candidate.
Isn't
right
that good
here.
anyway?
Yeah. Sullivan gets this one to Marone. This one gets out to Spire. Spire for 3. Swishes it. Nothing but net there by Spire. It's now a 7-point lead here for the Green Wave. This one gets over to Hofbaker. She's stripped away. This one bounces to Wilsey. Wilsey trying to put this one up. Gets the foul.
Common theme of getting the foul, not quite getting the initial shot, but it's okay. You still get the opportunity at the points. It's just at the deficit of 7, you're always trying to go for that and 1 opportunity, get as many points as you can out of the play.
Amber Wilsey, another player who has to step up here for the Sterling team, who didn't get a lot of varsity time last year. As we see, only a 2 points per game player last year. But having to take a much bigger role in this Sterling offense, is probably one of their leading point guards. Wilsey for her second. Can't get it to go. So it was a violation there against Audubon. So Amber Wilsey will go one more time for her free throw here. She's ready. Puts this one up and knocks it down. So the retry gets her an extra point. Sterling now within 6. Now trying to move up is Marone. Marone to Flynn. Flynn looking for someone to go, and a carrying violation is called there on Ashley Flynn with a couple of substitutions coming here for Audubon. So Sterling really needing to get it started on offense. Haven't done a bad job on defense, but the offensive side of the ball has been quite slow so far for the Lady Knights.
It's okay to be slow. It's not okay to be sloppy in possession, which is what they definitely have been. A lot of turnovers in the first half alone. It's something they definitely have to talk over once they get back to the locker room and return halftime. So
Kuhn has it. Looking for some movement here. Sims went behind her, gets it out to Frazier. Frazier trying to go underneath the net, gets it out to Hofbaker. Hofbaker, bounce pass over to Sims, and this one gets back to Frazier. Frazier facing some physical defense, gets it out to Kuhn. Kuhn looking for Frazier. She cuts in. Frazier back out to Hofbaker, back out to Wilsey. Nice passing here by the Lady Knights. Sims gets the ball back. Looking for a screen here by Kuhn. Doesn't get a lot of it. This one tries to dish in off the Audubon player, and it'll stay in Sterling possession. Lots of good passing, but just cannot put a shot up with the great collapsing defense that the Green Wave has.
I felt like I was watching a cyclone that was going round and round. Ferris wheel type of passing, just didn't quite get anywhere.
Wilsey to Hofbaker. Hofbaker trying to move in. Good defense. It'll be a jump ball in favor of Sterling. Hofbaker definitely facing a lot of physicality to start her young varsity career. As we mentioned, just a freshman. Mentioned that a lot during the soccer season. There's Coach Kate McDonald. 16th season, 713 win percentage throughout the years. Probably one of the winningest coaches in Sterling history in every sport. Just consistent girls basketball here at the Castle. Wilsey gets it back out to Sims. Plays it back to Wilsey. Facing pressure here by Vivian Edwards. Trying to put a move, getting this one back out to Sims. Sims looking for the cutting Hofbaker. Sims charging out towards the outside. Sims gets it stripped away, but it's a foul, and that one will stay on the floor. Let's take another look at it. After a lot of great passes, Sims tries to cut in.
Just, you see here, she tries to get through. Bit of roughness. Wow. Inside the arc. Substitution. Logan for Frazier.
The two physical players. Physical player for physical player trade. Now Sims gets this one out to Wilsey. Wilsey gets it out to Sims. Sims gets a screen from Wilsey. Sims trying to take it into some open space. This one gets stolen away there by Homa. Sims trying to get the ball back, hustling back to try and corral this one. It's a backcourt violation. So Coach Kate McDonald not very happy about it. As there is the coach for Audubon, Bridget Garrity-Bantle. Her and Kate McDonald, good friends, as we saw them exchange a lot of very nice words pregame. Hoffaker still applying this great pressure. This scrappy freshman joined with the veteran Paris Logan, and now Hoffaker taking this one up the court. Great defense there. Kuhn can't corral it, and this one's going to go in favor of Audubon. Moving up the court is Homa. Homa getting bumped there by Maddie Sims, and it's going to be a travel violation on Homa. So, Max, I mean, even though the Green Wave have the lead, I'd say both of these teams have been relatively sloppy to start.
Yes, definitely. It's been a matter of, obviously it was for those key points, like make a point of this, keep yourself with the ball, don't lose possession with these turnovers, and also don't play sloppy, keep your composure, which neither side has done thus far, no matter what the score is, as a ball goes right towards my face.
Karina Justice with the great saves. This one coming straight to you here in your living room.
Put on your 3D glasses.
I'm sure Brian McLernan is, because he's the movie man. Anyway, so Molly Sullivan getting this one out to Spire. Spire back out to Heller. Heller to Sullivan. So it goes back underneath. Gets back out to Sullivan. Spire for three. Can't go. Nice rebound there by Paris Logan, who has herself, I'd say, 6 or 7 rebounds by now. Been a great player for the Sterling team so far. This one gets out to Kuhn. In for Paris Logan. Logan trying to play some muscle ball, trying to put this one in. That one just bounces in and out. So now Marone moving up the court here for the Green Wave. Marone dribbling in. Traveling violation called here on Marone. Good defense here for the Sterling team within the past, I'd say, 4 to 5 minutes.
Yes, they've been very good at trying to maintain just more solid defense rather than playing it open. They're very good at keeping the pressure that's been put onto them, which has led to this kind of change in pace of the game in the back half of the second quarter.
So Lexi Kuhn now trying to drive in towards the basket. A nice lay. A little finger roll there for Lexi Kuhn getting fancy. Sterling's brought it within 4 with just a minute to play here in quarter number 2. This one gets out to Sullivan. Sullivan to Marone. Back to Sullivan. Back to Marone. A little give and go here. Finally breaks up the streak to Spire. This one gets back to Marone. Back to Spire. Moving around the arc right now. Back to Spire, to Marone, to Sullivan. This one now getting out towards the corner. This one's Heller. Foul is called on Sterling. So we're going to take a look at the last basket. Nice drive here by Lexi Kuhn. Gets a little fancy with it with the finger roll.
She had the option of Sims there, but she saw that they were going to kind of read it, decided to take it for herself, gets the easy points.
This one gets out to Spire. Spire with the nice catch, a nice pass. Looking for the shot was Canada, but she did not take it. Spire gets this one back. Looking towards Marone. Marone with pressure. Getting this one out towards Heller. Heller, nice defense there by Paris Logan. 20 seconds left. Heller looking towards Canada. Canada back to Heller. Back to Canada. Back to Heller. Heller looking for 3. Just misses. Sims now has to move with 7 seconds left. Trying to move up the court, looking for Molly Hoffaker. Hoffaker with the catch, but she does travel just a little bit too much there. Looking like she was walking towards the door. With 2.8 seconds left, Audubon's going to have to make a quick shot. So 12-8 the score here. Audubon with an opportunity to try and get 3 more before time runs out. That would be a mighty nice shot. Sterling definitely applying pressure, so that does not happen. Looks like Marone is going to be the one to throw this one in here for the Green Wave. Audubon now progressing up, looking for Spire. Spire can't catch it, but that one goes out of bounds. That one stays in Sterling possession.
Both teams fighting for another opportunity to get some extra points on the board, whether it be to close the gap or to continue to widen it. Either way.
Oh, excuse me, I guess it is. Yeah, I said it was Audubon ball. Excuse me. So that's one goes back to Marone. Marone scanning the court, trying to get a last shot off. This one gets over to Spire. Nice defense here by Sterling. They try and get one more pass, but they cannot get a shot off. So that is the end of the first half here between the Green Wave and Sterling. 12-8 the scores. We'll be right back at you guys after this short commercial break.
Hey, stop that, bully!
Are you begging for a knuckle sandwich, twerp?
Maybe I am.
Nice try, Twub.
Please, Hamburger, please help me. He's bullying me. You're right. I need to help you. I'm the anti-bully.
I can't be defeated.
Logan. Oh my God, thank you. Oh yes, King.
I need a quick puff of my vape right now. May I use the bathroom, please?
Yes, you may use the bathroom.
Yo, what happened to you? Wait. Man, screw that.
What happened to Doug?
Because he was vaping and thought it wouldn't hurt him at all.
And remember, stay clean, breathe fresh air.
Where were you? You were supposed to meet me at my locker.
I had to get my books.
Let's go.
Where are we going?
Don't worry about it.
the game?
It was great. We won.
I'm sorry I missed it.
It's okay. You can check out all the highlights on Sterling TV 19's YouTube channel.
Oh wow, really? Alright, I'll check it out then.
Bye.
Bad decision. Not wearing a seatbelt while driving increases fatal injuries by 78%. Hitting the windshield without a seatbelt feels like getting knocked out by an Olympic heavyweight boxer. Four times. The initial impact of a car crash is multiplied without a seatbelt. It feels like being tackled by 3 defensive backs running at full speed.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Good choice. Buckle up. It's not worth being a statistic.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Sterling Channel 19. As we're back here, we're for some second half action between the Audubon Green Wave and the Sterling Silver Knights. The Green Wave leading 12-8. So taking a look at the leading scorers here in the first half. For the Lady Knights, Amber Wilsey had 3, Lexi Kuhn had 2, and Maddie Sims had 2. And for the Green Wave, Spire had 5, Homa had 3, and Marone had 2. Let's take a look at the Audubon Green Wave and how they scored the majority of their points. So this one off of a turnover, which is one of the notes that Coach Kate McDonald said before the game to try and limit.
Yeah, and that has been a bit of a problem. They've had many a turnover, but that's just not Sterling's issue. It's been Audubon's issue a bit too, and I think both teams had to reflect and look at that as the game went. As you see here, that's a very important one. As this other basket went, another contribution by Marone that got him another 2. A pretty long mid-range shot there.
Yeah, and this one, if I remember correctly, was a pretty nice shot here by Homa, the freshman, knocking it down from deep. The young one absolutely knocking that one down. A nice pass there by Spire as well, helping her confidence quite mightily. So we're going to take a look at how Sterling scored a couple of their points as well. Their 8 points. This first one coming off of a great pass there by QB22, a.k.a. Maddie Sims, for a nice 2-pointer there by Wilsey. This one, a nice drive to the basket here, faking the pass over to Maddie Sims. Lexi Kuhn then having a nice little finger roll to get that one in. Finger roll. So we're getting started in quarter number 3 here. As if you're just tuning in, I'm Daniel Leakin, joined by Max Zubak. Happy to bring you guys the first game of the winter season between the Sterling Silver Knights and the Audubon Green Wave girls basketball. This week, a fun, action-packed week of sports here at the Castle, as girls basketball will be featured again this Thursday against West Deptford, and then we'll have our first wrestling match this Friday. So as I just mentioned, our next TV game will be this Thursday, December 19th. It'll be girls basketball, 5:30 p.m. start. It'll be West Deptford taking on your Sterling Silver Knights, live on Channel 19 and live on youtube.com/SterlingTV19. As I mentioned, wrestling will be here on Friday as well, and then next Monday will be our first boys basketball game, which I cannot wait for. That team is going to be something special this year.
It's a gift 2 days before Christmas to watch them play.
Yeah. Also to see Johnson come back for another year as well. Someone who's so dynamic, Josh Borsch. Last time Audubon won, we do not know, as they enter the second half with a lead. This one getting out to Spire. As of 2007, 24 and in a row for Sterling. But this one could be different as Audubon tries to break that seal. Kay has been asking everyone in South Jersey, but no one really knows the last time Audubon has beat the Lady Knights. And right now could be the first in a really, really long time. And the first time in Coach McDonald's coaching career as well. So this one out to Heller. This one gets back into the inside there for Marone. This one back out to Heller. Heller looking to drive in. A nice floater. That one can't go. But Audubon collects the rebound. This one gets back out to Heller. Over to Marone. Marone looking to drive in. A nice pass there to Flynn. Flynn back over to Marone. She gets over to Heller. Cutting through the middle is Spire. So it gets out to Canada. Still good passing. Sterling in a zone, not breaking that seal. So now Spire has it. Wilsey in her face. Gets this one over to Heller. Nice pass there to get it over towards Marone. Back over to Heller. Gets back to Spire. Marone. In the middle for Flynn. Flynn trying to go towards the basket. Tries to put up a nice shot. Good rebound there by Kuhn. Tremendous defense to start there for the Lady Knights. Played defense there for a minute and a half in that zone. Getting it taken away there is Lexi Kuhn. Going towards the basket is Heller. And she puts that one in.
Again, turnovers have carried over from the first half into the second. The first possession ends up with points for Audubon once again.
Good passing here from the Knights as Maddie Sims is looking to take this one to the hoop. As now this one gets over to Paris Logan. Out to Wilsey. Wilsey for three. Can't get it to go. Nice rebound there by Sims. She's directing Kuhn. So it gets back over to Sims. Sims taking this one back out to the top. Passes over to Wilsey. Wilsey to Frazier. Frazier almost gets that one taken away. Nice job to keep it over on their side. Wilsey has it. Trying to direct the offense. Over to Sims. Over to Logan. Logan to Kuhn. Kuhn trying to back in and take a shot. Foul called. She'll be shooting two. Taking a look at Audubon's last basket. Great solo effort here by Giovanna Heller. And obviously puts in the lay as we see for our beautiful basket cam. And now Lexi Kuhn, the junior, is going to be the one to take a couple of shots here. One of the only returning players here for the Lady Knights. And she'll be shooting two. She misses shot number one. 8 points per game last year and a 78% free throw percentage. Great free throw shooter, so a rare miss there from the junior.
One shot live, right? Live ball, live, off the back.
So now Lexi Kuhn for her second shot. And knocks that one down. So now Sterling within 5, trying to claw back into this game here against the Green Wave. While the Green Wave searching for their first win against Sterling in who knows however long. So now Marone looking towards Edwards. Back over to Marone. One gets over towards Homa. Homa finds Sullivan. Sullivan looking back towards Marone. Marone still directing traffic. She gets this one over towards Edwards. Edwards for Flynn. Back to Edwards. She looks for Sullivan. This one gets back out to the corner. Good defense there by Paris Logan, and that one's going to go the other way. Great defense here by Sterling to start as they're playing a tremendous zone.
Paris Logan's been leading the way on defense thus far. A lot of rebounds for her and a lot of great pressures that have caused to turnovers by Audubon, such as that last one.
So nice pass there by Wilsey as Frazier gets it back. Frazier trying to take this one to the rim. She kind of loses track of it. And now the Green Wave looking to take the tsunami to the Sterling defense.
I mean, it's definitely the right plan. Keep on adding on the pressure. Maybe you'll keep adding on the points as well. It can all go hand in hand if you play it right, which they have done a pretty good job of doing thus far.
This one gets back out to the top. This one cutting in here is Marone. She gives a nice pass. This one goes back out to the top. Edwards for two. Can't get it to go. So now Sims taking this one up, taking it slow. Trying to limit a turnover here. Has Lexi Kuhn with her. So Sims still waiting for something to happen here. As now she gives this one off to Lexi Kuhn. Kuhn looking to take this one to the basket. Just misses. Logan with the rebound. She tries to put this one up. That one misses. Still a dogfight underneath the basket. And Audubon wins the battle.
Some disappointed looks from Coach McDonald. There was some good communication there. Still good effort on the rebounds. But nonetheless, it goes back to the Green Wave. Take a look again.
So Sophia Homa taking this one up as we looked at Coach McDonald. Gets one to Spire, to Homa. Back out to the outside, a shot taken. It's a three-pointer, but just misses there by Heller. This one back out to Homa. Spire gets it again, looking for three, just misses. Gets it right back out. Good hustle here by the Audubon Green Wave. Eller to Homa. Homa looking for Spire. Has an open person's Canada. Canada getting pressured here, double teamed in the corner. Stepping out of bounds is Canada. Great defense once again by the Lady Knights. Can they cash in on the offensive side of the ball?
Their defense has stepped up, but reading the other defense, it's been about the same level of quality thus far. They haven't been able to find a way around these turnovers, still in possession. They got to keep the communication up to get that well, as it is a bit of a full court press here by Audubon. It's the right way to keep on scoring with the pressure they've had no matter where on the court thus far.
So Frazier now trying to move in, dishing this one out to Maddie Sims. Sims, nice screen there by Wilsey. Sims looking to pass this one in the middle. Frazier gets it taken away. Traveling violation is called.
Take a look again. Sims gets a nice screen. Could have taken the shot. They tried to get it into Frazier. On the tussle. Had the ball in her hand. Walked a bit. It was a fair travel.
So this one out towards Homa. Homa backing up. Off to Marone. Marone looking towards the opposite way, looking for Spire. Spire taking this one towards the rim. A nice move, but can't get it to go. Sims now chucking it deep for the bomb. Nice catch there by Wilsey. Back out to Kuhn. Kuhn looking for three. And she gets it to go. Nothing but net there by Angelina Kuhn. I meant Lexi Kuhn. Whoopsies. This is the closest Sterling has been in a while as 2 minutes tick down here in the third quarter. This one gets back out to Spire. Nice defense there by Sterling, but a foul is called. As we take a look at Lexi Kuhn's three-pointer. Sorry, I mentioned her sister.
Take a look again. It's a good pass.
Just catch and shoot, nothing but net. But Spire now at the free throw line looking to shoot two. Misses the first. So Sterling still within two here as Hoffaker checks into this game. Sterling looking for more of a two-guard set now with between her and Wilsey. Subbing out the big in the middle, Jordan Frazier. Spire now with another opportunity. Knocks that one down. So with 1 minute and 55 left here in the third quarter, Sterling now within three. Some of the closest they've been in a pretty long time, and definitely the closest they've been of the half. Sims surveying. Kuhn passing this one towards the middle. Hoffaker gets it taken away. Nice read there by Sophia Homa. Now moving it up is Flynn. Flynn gets it taken away by Kuhn. Takeaway after takeaway here as now Maddie Sims moving up the court. She pumps the brakes. Has Kuhn. Kuhn looking to shoot. Can't get it to go. Nice rebound there by Canada. Now the Green Wave looking to move up. In the corner now is Sullivan. Back out to Homa. Homa with Molly Hoffaker in her face. Homa over to Flynn. Back out to Canada. To Homa. In the corner now is Sullivan. Homa looking to pass this one in the middle, looking for Flynn. She gets that one taken away. Sullivan for three. Can't get it down. Rebound by Kuhn. Maddie Sims looking to move up. Traveling violation called there on Molly Sullivan.
Take a look. I mean, it's a good way to force it. It's a good try to pass up by Kuhn in the end. Ends up with a nice block that leads to a travel.
16-year head coach Kate McDonald. Again, directing the ways here for the Lady Knights. This one gets back out to the outside. Flynn looking to shoot two. Can't get it to go. Audubon gets the rebound. Flynn with a layup opportunity, and she gets it down. The Green Wave now leading by 5. Lexi Kuhn has it. Back to Maddie Sims. Nice full court press here by the Green Wave. Wilsey gets it taken away. This one passed towards the middle. Sullivan has it. She missed, but there was a foul call there. Looks like there is a hurt Audubon player. That looks like it is Ashley Flynn. Let's take a look at the last basket scored by Flynn.
It's put in a lot of effort in this third quarter to keep up some play. She got knocked down pretty hard there.
She did hit the ground pretty hard there. We're going to take a look at what happened in just a few moments. Looked like she got into an entanglement with Maddie Sims. We're going to take a look at it right here. Oh. Maddie Sims has embraced her inner football player a few times tonight, but that time just a little bit too physical there against Ashley Flynn.
Both Antonio Crespo and some linemen looking at their jobs.
That's a good one. Yeah. Those defensive linemen better watch out. Big Diesel Desi Mullen has his spot in jeopardy here as Maddie Sims brought the boom there.
2015 Seattle Seahawks is what I'm feeling there.
Legion of Boom,
Legion
yeah.
of Boom.
Little Cam Chancellor there from Maddie Sims.
I don't know where Pete Carroll's hiding, but he's in this building.
So now passing this one in is Giovanna Heller. She gets it out towards Homa. Homa looking for an option. Great scrappy defense here by Molly Hoffaker as this one gets back out to the outside looking for Marone. Molly Hoffaker all over the place around the arc as there's 18 seconds left to play. Homa getting over towards Marone. Marone waiting for things to open up. Getting back to Homa. Homa still has it. It's going to be Marone with 3 seconds left. Shot needs to be taken here by Audubon. Nice block there by Paris Logan to get it back as well. Good defense there by the Lady Knights to end it off, and they will start with possession as well. So 17-12 here, the score at the Castles. We're feeling holly jolly this holiday season as we look at a couple decorations. We'll be right back at you guys in just 1 minute.
Hey Liz, what's up? Hey Maddie. Why are you wearing Crocs? They're so comfortable, you should really get a pair. Maddie, take them off, they're so ugly.
Three days later.
Hi. Hey. You're wearing Crocs? You're wearing sneakers?
I thought you said those were ugly.
Well, I guess they are kind of comfy.
So welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, for some fourth quarter action between Sterling and Audubon Green Wave as we take a look at the Laurel Springs Municipal Building. Beautifully set up at this holiday season as we also take a look at Squirtle. Oh my goodness, Squirtle here watching some Lady Knights basketball on this beautiful Tuesday evening.
Where are his triangular glasses?
That's a little bit of a Flyers reference right there. The Squirtle thing they always play in the locker room after they win. Yeah, Squirtle. Squirtle. Squirtle.
Love that dude.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
National Emmy Award-winning tech crew, by the way, and we're sitting here swatting Squirtle. But now Amber Wilsey taking this one to the basket. She gets this one stripped away. Nice hustle there by Paris Logan. She gets that one swatted. But Wilsey gets this one back. Hoffaker looking to drive towards the net. She tries to put this one up off the backboard. Hoffaker gets her own rebound and charges a foul. Draws a foul. My goodness, I've been stumbling on my words. A little bit rusty after a couple-week break after the boys soccer championship.
I was thinking about Pokemon. She caught a foul. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So Hoffaker looking for her first varsity point here as the young freshman. Just misses. Again, Hoffaker, a freshman, did a tremendous job for the Lady Knights in terms of the soccer season, looking to make an impact for these Lady Knights on the basketball court. She knocks that one down. So Molly Hoffaker with her first varsity point. Congratulations to the young girl, hopefully on a very successful career. So now Amber Wilsey playing defense tight here, as these Sterling Lady Knights have been throughout the majority of this second half. Spire has it, looking towards Canaday. Canaday pressured here by Hoffaker. Canaday rotates towards the middle, fakes the pass two ways, back over to Spire. Spire looking for the pass, gets this one out to Marone. Back to Spire. This one underneath for Canaday. Canaday back out to what looks like Heller. Heller looking to take this one towards the rim, misses. Can't get the rebound either team, but Audubon gets the first, and now Marone gets possession back here for the Green Wave. Marone passing this one to Spire. Gets this one back out to Canaday. Canaday trying to fiend away the aggressive freshman, Molly Hoffaker. Spire looking towards the middle. This one knocked down by Wilsey, but the Audubon Green Wave gets it back. Spire with a little bit of room. Now looking for a pass. Flynn for three, and she just misses. So it'll be, oh, sorry, Max, that's all you.
My apologies for interrupting the man himself. You know, I definitely believe that while threes have been important throughout the game, and honestly there might have been a bit of a time crunch there, that type of pressing that forces threes like that are going to end up being missed because of the pressure, that's the defense Sterling really needs to rely on in a quarter that matters a lot like this to keep getting their points while preventing any others coming against them.
So Sims looking underneath for Lexi Kuhn. Kuhn working on a player. Down is an Audubon player, but Kuhn knocks it down, and now Sterling now within two. Looks like a timeout was called here by the Lady Knights after that nice play by Lexi Kuhn. Looks like it got a little physical under the rim, but Kuhn putting it back in. A timeout was taken here by the Lady Knights.
There's a way to stay determined and on the ball as we see here. Sims gets underneath. She misses her first attempt, but stays determined to get on the ball. She pushes off, gets the rebound, and makes it in to make it with 2-point game once again.
You can follow us on Facebook at Sterling Channel 19, where we will have all the updates of games happening and all the cool stuff that happens here at the Castle. So if you don't know where to find us, you can find us on Facebook at Sterling Channel 19. This is the first of three events we have scheduled this week. We have girls basketball this Thursday against West Stepford, and then we have wrestling this Friday. Very excited to cover that team. A lot of individuals we've seen from the football season now transferring over to wrestling. As we see there, our next TV game on Thursday, December 19th, it's girls basketball live on Channel 19 and live on youtube.com/SterlingTV19, 5:30 West Stepford versus Sterling. So very excited for that one, and there's Squirtle once again. You know, I feel like we always find you weren't here last year, but throughout the games, we'd always find a new stuffed animal to showcase. So hopefully there's more to come as the time goes on.
I mean, the winter is the season to have moving stuffed animals.
Yeah.
Elf on the Shelf.
Yeah, Squirtle. So we're going to see more of Squirtle, hopefully, and maybe a couple other animals as the season goes on.
It's very possible by the end of this he's hanging from the flag over there. We don't know.
So now moving up is Sophia Homa, the freshman, going here against Amber Wilsey. A shot taken here by Audubon. She can't knock it down. Marone was looking for a three, as now Sims is moving up with an opportunity to try and tie this one up. First time since 0-0 if Sterling can tie it. Sims moving around, looking like Steph Curry covering the whole court. She tries to bounce this one towards the middle. She was getting pressured out of bounds, and now the Green Wave surging up. Pass towards the outside. Well played here by Marone. Flynn gets a little hit down by Maddie Sims. That'll be a foul on Sims once again.
Another example of Sims being a very physical defender. She tries to get in on the ball, ends up getting a lot of an Audubon player and a lot more fouls on the counter.
The goalkeeper for the Lady Knights coined the term brick wall along with Travis Schmidt, who we'll see on the boys season this year. So Heller has it against Hoffaker. Hoffaker trying to apply some aggressive pressure on Heller. Now moving up here is Audubon. They're trying to progress themselves towards the net. Hoffaker like a little pest on Marone. Marone now taking this one back up to the top. Hoffaker applying pressure, trying to knock it out of Marone's hands. Nice defensive play there by Maddie Sims. She's on the ground looking for a pass. Nicely played there by Sterling, and now they're moving up in transition. Hoffaker looking for Wilsey. That one taken away there by Homa. And now Homa progressing up the court here for Audubon. Whistle blows. Timeout is called by Audubon. Great hustle by number 22, Maddie Sims.
Definitely take a look again. Really good at getting the ball and getting it out. Even though Paris may not have been ready for it, Maddie's always ready for it. She's always ready to get on the ball and keep it in possession.
And And you can follow us on Instagram at SterlingTV19, where we'll have all the funny pictures of our beautiful faces on the Instagram, stuff happening around the castle, and a little picture inside Mr. K's life. So make sure you guys go follow us on Instagram at SterlingTV19.
At this rate, you might see Squirtle.
You might see
point.
Squirtle at this point. Yeah, that Instagram is all over the place. So a wonderful Tuesday night here that we are celebrating at the castle. Is there a Squirtle once again, along with Mrs. Stepash and Leilani. You know, coming out here to watch some girls basketball together. We're happy to bring you guys a stream on this Tuesday night. I'm Daniel Leakin, joined here by Max Zubak. Couldn't be happier to be back here on the broadcast after we took a little break because of the break of sports, but we're getting right back into the swing of things. We're going to have a Christmas break. We'll have a couple weeks, or I'd say 1 or 2 weeks off, and then we'll be right back at it as winter sports will really start to amp up then. So Hoffaker now applying pressure on Marone. Marone trying to push past Hoffaker. She does a nice little hop step. This one gets back out towards Heller. Marone looking towards Spire. Spire looking to float this one in. That one won't go. Nicely collected there by Paris Logan. And now Maddie Sims will take this one up. Kuhn has it. She slows it down. Going up the court looking for Amber Wilsey. Wilsey has to stop looking for a pass. Cutting in is Maddie Sims. A couple of players collide, and now Spire moving up. Wilsey the only defender back. Spire looking towards Homa. Homa can't corral it. This one gets back into the middle, and Audubon had a big opportunity. They can't get it. Jump ball. And a smart play there by the freshman Homa as they will have the ball right back.
I mean, it was a turnover, another kind of turnover back and forth scenario we've seen in this game, and with only the back half of this fourth quarter to play, you can't be making risky passes. You got to just play smart and play with the fundamentals to get the points you need to get a win.
Hoffaker getting on the ground here with what looks like Giovanna Heller. She gets right back up, and now back in transition is Audubon. They're trying to run through their plays. We have a little football score right here, 17-15. Wonder if that's scoreagami or not. Hoffaker applying pressure here to Homa. Sophia Homa against Molly Hoffaker, the freshman. Giovanna Heller has it. Back out to Homa. Back to Spire. Spire thought to shoot. Audubon playing for their first win against the Lady Knights, and we don't know how long.
Since the dawn of time.
Homa looking towards the middle, towards Flynn. Flynn with a nice move, trying to take this one towards the basket. That one won't go. So now Kuhn has it. Starting to look in transition. Good pressure there by Audubon as now they're moving towards the rim. Can't get it to go. Kuhn now has it. Gets it over to Sims. Sims moving. This one poked away there by Giovanna Heller. On the ground here is Wilsey. She's fighting for it. Jump ball. It'll go in favor of Sterling.
Smart to hang on rather than continue to fight. Keep the ball in your possession. Get the points you need, because once you get it tied up, that's where the pressure builds on one side a lot more than the other. You can kind of ease into a lead. The other team has to really stay stressed to hang on to one.
Jordan Frazier now checks into this one. And I think a part of this, Max, is Sterling has looked almost a little too relaxed when they're in transition going up the court, and I think that's been one of the biggest faults. So a timeout is called here by Coach McDonald. Trying to get another look at things as time was really ticking down on that toss-in.
30-second timeout.
And you can follow the national champs on youtube.com/SterlingChannel19, where we will have all the fun games that we have, and of course all the funny commercials, and of course those Castle connections with Mr. Claiborne. So make sure you guys go subscribe to our YouTube channel on youtube.com/SterlingTV19.
During this last timeout, we were going to go back to the whole pacing being a little too relaxed. The thing with the pacing like that is you can play slower with aggression, and Squirtle agrees, as we can see here. He's smiling and nodding his eyeballs at us. As I think the point to be made while you're revisiting your team and your game plan is you can play a little slow of a pace, but that doesn't mean you don't play with any aggression. Play with a little bit of power behind the slow build-up. You'll get the points you need to get a win here.
I think that's been what's been causing a lot of these turnovers in transition. Sterling just gets a little too relaxed a lot of the time, and they really just need to focus right back in. Sims gets her pass tipped. Nice play there by Audubon, as now they're working back into the offensive zone. Marone back out to Spire. Spire for three. That one off the front rim. Well played there by Sims as she's trying to move her way back in transition. Sims is tripped. It is called. Sims not happy with the delayed call as she felt that she was hit quite earlier than the whistle was called. Probably right there is what she was complaining about.
To be fair, anything can happen in a sport like this. Could have been perceived as a trip up. You look into it a second more, you realize it's a foul, then you call it.
So now Wilsey dribbling. She's trying to move this one up. Wilsey looking to take the shot. That's a travel. Audubon still keeping up this pressure here against Sterling. So now taking this one up will be Homa. 2 minutes and 15 seconds read as Audubon looking for their first win against the Lady Knights in blank amount of years. They've won 24 in a row against the Green Wave, and it would be a great way for the Green Wave to start their season with this big win. This one goes out to Homa. Flynn looking to take a shot. She takes it back down, trying to drive towards the rim. And a travel violation's called. Ashley Flynn took one too many steps as she was traveling straight to the basket.
And 1, 2 there.
So definitely a full court press coming here from Audubon, something we've seen a lot so far. Kuhn looking for Wilsey. Wilsey looking towards Frazier. Frazier turning, trying to take a shot. That one goes in, and we have a tie ball game here. Jordan Frazier with her first varsity points, and we're tied here 17 apiece.
The last tie was 0-0, and now we're at 17-17.
Frazier applying pressure to Homa. This one gets back out to Marone. Marone with Wilsey in her face. Trying to move at the top. Timeout's called. We're going to take a look at the last basket. Wilsey with a nice pass to Frazier, and Frazier using her size to her advantage, first-year varsity player, and knocks that one down with the clutch basket here as time was ticking down.
It's a lot of pressure in the paint around Frazier, as we see here. Good 3 defenders come around by the time, but nonetheless, ties it back up at 17 all. About a minute and a half to go in this game.
So hey, what do you say? Blue, silver, white, as the blue, silver, white will be taking on the West Deptford Eagles this Thursday, December 19th. Girls basketball back in action. That game starting at 5:30. You can stream that live on Channel 19 and live on YouTube.com/Sterling TV 19. There's our famed cheerleaders doing a great job in the fall season, coming back here for the winter season. And the little baby staying entertained here. Little fan of Squirtle over on that side. Oh, look at the cute little guy.
He's very confused.
Oh, he's a little confused. He's excited to be here.
I'd hope so. Such a great environment.
So 1:21 to play here. Fourth quarter action between the Audubon Green Wave and the Sterling Silver Knights. And we are at a tie ball game with some little time to play. So Homa is going to pass this one in, looking for Heller. Heller trying to progress. Back out to Homa. Homa taking this one around the outside. Nice pass. This one finds Flynn. So gets back out to Homa. Homa to Marone. Back to Homa. This one gets back out to Spire. Spire taking this one towards the basket. And it looks like there's a foul called on Paris Logan. We are at a 2-team fouls, so we're not in danger yet for the Lady Knights, but we're getting there. Spire, some good off-ball movement. This one just a little bit too high for her, and now Sterling trying to move in transition. This one gets tipped, finds Lexi Kuhn, back out to Sims. 50 seconds read on the clock. Sims taking this one to Wilsey. Wilsey takes a second, scanning. Frazier gets open, but she looks for Sims anyway. Sims has it. Sims looking to dish the rock. Logan turns free. Logan to Wilsey. Wilsey finds a cutting Sims. Sims to Frazier. Frazier gets that one knocked out. Nice block there as Frazier pushes Flynn into the bench.
Fight for the ball turns to fight over some chairs.
It looked like Bit of a shove there from Jordan Frazier, and now Flynn down for just a moment.
Take a look again. Sims gets the pass out. She goes in for the shot. The block ends up kind of hitting her in the nose a little bit towards the end. They thought that was a call. And they go to get the ball back, and a tumble into the bench is the result. Definitely a physical play, no matter the intent. Yeah, I mean, we saw Saturday night's main event recently.
A little WWE style there.
Very Kevin Owens-esque response.
It really is.
Who's defending that belt on the holiday tour?
Yeah.
The Eagle belt.
So now you can follow us on Twitter or X at SterlingTV19. We'll have live updates of all the games and, of course, all the cool and fun stuff here that happens at Sterling. So please follow us on Twitter or X at SterlingTV.
That is where I found that out.
Yeah. So I'm Daniel Leakin, joined here by Max Zubak, and to give you guys a little bit of what went into the National Emmy. So first, we did the Mid-Atlantic Emmys, which it's like the smaller group. I think it's between us, Delaware, and Pennsylvania. And between those three between those three states, we won Best Video Broadcasts for our game against Haddonfield, the boys' game last year. And then we got nominated further to a National Emmy, which we went against 2 other schools. And thankfully, with the help of everyone that supports us, and we won. So a very fun feeling, a very relieving feeling for a lot of us. We were very amped up about that throughout the weeks that were leading up to it. And, of course, we just want to thank everyone who supports us. We want to thank Mr. K and the truck for always helping us out. Staff, administration, students, the kids who do the post-game interviews. Wonderful to have you guys on, and you guys mean a lot to us here at the broadcast. So we appreciate everyone who supports Sterling Channel 19 and continues to do so throughout the years. The program started by the late, great, or not the late, great, but the great Dan Farr. I apologize, Mr. Farr. I meant to say the great. I didn't mean to spread the news like that. The great Mr. Farr. Dan Farr started this program back, I would say, about 25 years ago, 25, 30 years ago, and we clinched our first National Emmy this past year. So a very fun thing for us is there's Coach McDonald. Again, 16th year, a 7-13 win percentage throughout those years. Took a little break between 16 and 20. But Audubon has the ball to start this one. Giovanna Heller moving up, getting this one over to Homa. Homa back out to Canada. Canada dribbling back out to Homa. 10 seconds read on the clock. Homa looking towards Flynn. Flynn for Spire. Spire looking to go towards the net. She can't get it. Sims saves it. 4 seconds left. Oh, they say it's out of bounds. Oh, excuse me. So that one's out of bounds on Sterling. And timeout is called.
Game 1's going to have a dramatic finish.
Yeah.
At least to regulation, depending on how this goes. You got 4.7 seconds to work with. That's not nothing. It's plenty of time to move yourself around after the. I wouldn't say plenty of time, but in the grand scheme of these kind of plays, you have a decent amount of time to get a play going. All that play's got to be is a layup. You don't got to go for a 3. You don't got to go for anything crazy. Just get someone open and a lane to go through, and you've got the key to victory right there in a lay-in.
So obviously we have our girls basketball team, which we're streaming today. To come, we have our boys basketball team, who is very strong this year, Max. They got a lot of great players, a lot of returning players as well. The only 2 players that left last year were Walt Garrison and Brandon Allison, and everyone else returning back to the squad this year. So very exciting. They're facing Audubon right now at Audubon as we take another look at Squirtle. And then obviously we'll have wrestling. A lot to come with wrestling. They lose Nico Jaline, who was really just one of their best players, but they also got more well-rounded. A lot of the kids who do wrestling came to football and vice versa. A lot of the kids who did wrestling went to football. So it really worked out for the wrestling squad, both teams under the reins of Coach Wiggins, which also helps a lot to, bridge them together. And they should be a lot of fun to watch. First stream this Friday. This one passed out. 3 seconds left. No shot. Looks like a foul was on the floor. We're at Sterling's 3rd foul. That one was on Hoffaker.
You said they got 2. Or is that on? That's
they're
on
on
number
their
2.
They're on their 4th now. So they no fouls now. Now this one out. Shot taken here. That one gets off the side. And we're going to head to overtime. So Sterling versus Audubon. Audubon led throughout this game completely. Sterling coming back and tying this one up. And we're heading to overtime. Dramatic fashion in the first game here between the Audubon Green Wave and the Sterling Silver Knights. We'll be right back at you after this short message. So welcome back to Sterling Channel 19 as we get a great shot of the Kevin Schul's house. Constructs those Christmas lights every year with his son Eric, and man, they look beautiful this year. Eric and Kevin do a great job on that. Our very own Mr. Schul's, may I add, comes on here quite often to broadcast some sports with us as we're just getting ready for overtime in game number 1 here between Sterling and Audubon. I'm Daniel Leakin, joined by Max Zubak. Thanks to everyone who's tuned in. And on the line, Audubon could beat Sterling for the first time in 24 games plus, maybe. That's just what we know. At least 24 games. Sterling is 24-0 since, I'd say, around 2004. And now in the big 2024, Audubon can get their first win against the Lady Knights in 20 years.
So it'll also be the first loss to Audubon under Coach McDonald.
Yep, that's a definite. That's something we are sure of. So Sims and Marone here to take the tip. As Audubon's going to win it, and now they're moving up. So now Heller getting this one out to Homa. Homa moving this one to Spire. Spire back to Homa. Homa trying to move in towards the paint. Foul called. Looked like, honestly for me, Max, it looked, there wasn't many hands that went down on the ball. Hands were up the whole time. Yeah. That one is one, especially in a time like this, I don't know if I would give him that one. But now Homa to the line, ready to shoot 2. And Audubon takes the first lead of overtime. Homa now to shoot the second. She nails it. Freshman in clutch time, nailing 2.
Still keeping up with the full court press here.
Yep. Audubon's been doing that the whole game. So back to Logan, back to Sims. Sims, QB22, getting this one over to Wilsey. Wilsey corrals it back. Looking for a pass. Gets it over to Sims. Sims has it. Looking to burst through the middle. Foul called there on Homa.
Take a look again here what the call was.
So that one's going to be on the floor. A little bit too much physicality there on Maddie Sims. Sims looking to move out now. Trying to get some help here by Lexi Kuhn. She gets that one stripped away and now moving up. Would have been Heller, but knocked down there by Sims.
Take a look again at this throw-in. Takes a bit of a risk trying to get it to Kuhn. Ends up getting red. And then as Heller tries to run through with it, Sims has to hit it out, gets a little too much contact, and yet another foul on her name.
But the bad thing now is Heller is going to go to the line with Sterling in the bonus.
It's the one thing you don't want to see if you're either side, being in the bonus in overtime.
Giovanna Heller now to shoot 2. Misses the first. Heller looks like she's just in a little bit of pain after that tumble. At least just so it seems from the facial expression. And this is a big shot to go up by 3 here for Audubon. Heller misses. Sterling has made a 3 in this game. Now Sims moving up. Lexi Kuhn gets it. Paris Logan to Wilsey. Wilsey scanning. Has Sims to her left. Wilsey trying to navigate traffic, gets it over towards Paris Logan. Logan cutting towards the top, gets a streaking Molly Hoffaker. She loses it. Everyone falls to the ground. Wilsey has it. Hoffaker to Sims. Sims still has it. Back to Hoffaker. Hoffaker wasn't ready. She gets it to the corner. Lexi Kuhn looking for the corner to free. She takes it instead. Foul called.
Solid ball movement, a little bit of a lack of communication there, but nonetheless, gets it to Kuhn, who tries to run it after the jump gets drawn, and then a foul gets drawn all the same. Chance to tie it from the line.
So a 78% free throw shooter last year, 1 for 2 tonight. Sterling shooting 2 here, 2 big free throws here for the junior. Gets the first. Jordan Frazier checking back in this game, made the game-tying basket for the Lady Knights as regulation was coming to a close. Kuhn for her second. She knocks it down. 2 big free throws by Lexi Kuhn, and we're all tied up here in overtime. So this one gets out to Spire. Spire moving this one out to Marone. Marone pressured here by Frazier. Back out to Homa. Homa trying to cut. Back to Marone. Marone shifting. Passes this one over to Canada. And back to Marone. Back to Heller. Heller getting pressured there by Wilsey. Sterling trying to jump on the ball. Frazier trying to pressure as well. She moves over to Spire. Double teamed in the corner now is Marone. She moves past it, trying to take a shot towards the net, and she gets it in. Banking it off the backboard, and she cashes in.
We approach half of overtime left. Every point matters. And you got to play scrappy to get them sometimes, but you've seen with some foul attempts.
So timeout is called there by Sterling as the ball trickles over to me.
So take a look again at this last basket. It's a good way to get through. Feeds through 4 of the 5 on the court for Sterling and makes it 21-19, and the team's tying on need.
An aggressive take by Peyton Marone, the junior, slipping and sliding through those Sterling players, and takes the physicality there by Maddie Sims and banks that one off the backboard.
Sometimes it's what you got to do to get the points, and in other instances, sometimes you got to just play it safe. They know they can't play safe here with about 2 minutes left. They got to play as aggressive as they can, get all the points they can, and keep themselves on a roll.
A couple of the fans here at Sterling, nice pretty pink hair on the little girl in the stands as well. So Sterling getting the word here from Miss McDonald. Tim McDonald also in the mix, as there is our little guy who's been here throughout the game. Seems a little bit more interested now. Before he had no interest at all, was just sleeping on the mama's arms. And
I think it's because they're sitting instead of standing now.
Yeah, I think he's a little bit more alert. So Sterling in the stack. Sims breaks out. Wilsey takes this one. Back over to Sims. Back to Wilsey. Wilsey now with some speed and some room. Cuts back looking for Sims. Sims with a nice play. But she gets it taken away from her. Moving up the field, or up the court now is Homa. Homa spins, turns. She's fouled on the floor.
Take a look at the steal. She goes to communicate with Lexi Kuhn there. Turns into a steal from Homa behind her. And results in a foul. More shots for Audubon to continue the gap.
Homa perfect on her free throws so far. Has hit 2 clutch ones in this overtime as well.
Full team discussion.
No, I don't think so, at least. So we're not sure what's going on here. It looks like Coach McDonald's explaining the game plan. Coach Bantle just kind of lets them go here. So it's Sophia Homa here to shoot. Looks like that little discussion is over. I'm not necessarily sure what that was. So Sophia Homa now to shoot 2. The young freshman, 2 monster shots here in their first game playing. Misses the first. She's had a couple on the foul line, hit 2 clutch ones at the start of overtime. Just missed her first. And makes her second. Big shot there by Homa, but still a one-possession lead here for Audubon. Logan gets it over towards Wilsey. This one tips into the hands of Lexi Kuhn. Kuhn to Logan. Back to Kuhn. Kuhn taking this one past half court. She's looking towards Frazier. That one tipped there by Audubon, and it is Sterling ball.
I mean, it was a good way to get out of the pressure. They had to get past half court, and they did so. And then deflection from Audubon keeps it, and Sterling has another time to discuss with a timeout here.
So Sterling calls timeout, and I mean, Max, what's been their biggest problem throughout this game has been simply trying to move up the court. That's been the biggest one.
Trying to move the court against a full court press as well. It's been just trying to keep themselves composed under pressure, and also so they don't turn over the ball under that pressure as they build up the play, which just has been a struggle they have not been able to overcome just yet. And obviously it is only the first game. The team chemistry still has to mesh with the new additions and the new game plans implemented as the new year comes and as the new season progresses. We'll see it flesh out more. And it's just not been happening just yet. It's very fair. It's something you want to watch out for as overtime progresses even, let alone the season.
You can follow us on Facebook at Sterling Channel 19, where we have all the updates of the games and stuff happening around the castle. So this game's been going on for quite a while now, as we're just under the 2-hour mark. I think we're just over the hour and 30 mark. I'd say about an hour and 8 minutes of play between these two teams. Cutting out is Wilsey. Nice pass there from Kuhn. So now Sterling can set up shop. Kuhn to Hofbaker. Hofbaker trying to look towards Frazier on the underneath, but it'll say Sterling ball as that one was kicked out by Audubon. A minute and 13 to play here between these two teams as Kuhn ready to throw this one in. Finds Wilsey once again. Wilsey looking for Kuhn. Kuhn trying to find some open space, gets it over to Hofbaker. Hofbaker moving. Gets back to Kuhn. Kuhn looking for the shot. That one swatted down. And now moving in transition is Audubon. Looks like Heller has it. Foul called. Audubon in great shape to win this one. These are two big free throws here for Giovanna Heller. She sinks the first. Big shot there by Heller. So now Audubon is up by 2. Or excuse me, by 4. Oh my goodness.
2 possessions.
2 possessions, thank you. That's what I meant to say. Trying to win for the first time since I don't know how long. Sterling has at least won 24 straight, dating back to 2007. It's almost a 20-year gap between the last time Audubon has won. And it may be longer than that even. Wilsey cutting back, looking for Kuhn. Gets this one out to Hofbaker. Hofbaker looking to pass underneath. That one hits off an Audubon player. 32 seconds left.
It's a 4-point deficit, and the clock is not giving Sterling a lot to work with. What they do have to work with is some better communication, which hasn't been there. They can work with it here. Corner 3.
Just misses. Hofbaker gets the rebound. Foul on Molly Hofbaker.
Good idea to go for a pretty semi-open shot on the wing. Out the contest towards the end, bounce off the other side, and then a foul. We saw Hofbaker get her first points in her career at this line. Could she get 2 more added?
So Hofbaker ready to shoot 2 big free throws. She's 1 for 2 on the night. Just misses the first.
Taking a full timeout between the 2 shots.
So our next TV game is going to be Thursday, December 19th. It'll be girls basketball, 5:30 start. West Effort versus Sterling, live on Channel 19 and live on YouTube.com/SterlingTV19. So there's a couple of the entertained fans filming our great cheerleaders coming out here on this Tuesday night. Very little time left to play in this one. Sterling's chances are winning are becoming slimmer and slimmer, and this shot for Molly Hoffaker is becoming bigger and bigger.
I don't understand, taking a timeout between your two shots if they're on your team.
So I think maybe trying to draw up just where to be once this shot goes in or goes out. Yeah, maybe you try and miss
that.
it. I mean, you got to get it.
Just feel like you're kind of icing yourself, though.
You do have to hit the rim here, too. That's what Mr. K is telling us. Hoffaker does hit it, but it goes in. It's now Sterling trying to play a full court press here. Little time to play. Spire coming out of the full court press. She's trying to put this one up, and it goes in! Spire with the huge shot. 19 seconds to play. Sterling trying to move up. Little time to play. Logan has it. Logan trying to go towards the basket. She tries to take a shot. That one just hits the outside rim.
Take a look again. After the failed attempt at getting an intentional miss, it then gets taken to the Audubon Green Wave side pretty quickly. And that's another 2 to their total.
So Paris Logan at the line, ready to shoot 2, trying to get Sterling back within 3. Misses the first.
Take a look again. It's a long throw and got another quarterback on the other side of the court. Then it's put in once again by Spires. Had a really solid first game of the season for herself.
And Logan knocks it down. Sterling down by 4. Little time left. Spire breaks out of the full court press again. Going towards the net. She just misses. Frazier gets the rebound. Gets it out to Hoffaker. Hoffaker with little time left. Gets it to Wilsey. Wilsey to Kuhn. Kuhn tries to fire. That one's not going to go. Time's going to trickle down to 0.6. It's going to be Audubon ball. 0.6 seconds left, trying to make history. They've lost at least 24 straight. This one goes in.
They make it.
And that's going to do it. Audubon has beaten Sterling for the first time since at least 2007. Sterling now 24-1 against Audubon since 2007. And the Audubon Green Wave has finally crashed through the Sterling walls and have defeated Coach McDonald and the Silver Knights 25-21.
I mean, last season in itself was a hurricane from the Green Wave, and they come crashing down. The great starting when the tides have shifted from game 1, and Sterling goes down to 0-1, but they have another opportunity Thursday to bring that all even at 500. And we'll be broadcasting that one as well.
So this is one of Audubon's late baskets, a big shot from Ashley, or excuse me, it wasn't by Ashley Flynn, but she got her own rebound and then put it up, which is one of the bigger ones for the Green Wave as they beat Sterling. We're ready to wrap this one up here on Sterling TV 19. So we take a look once again at that Ashley Flynn rebound and put back into the basket. So our next game, I'm Daniel Leakin, joined here by Max Zuback, and our next game will be Thursday, December 19th. It'll be girls basketball once again, West Effort versus Sterling, live on Channel 19 and live on YouTube.com/SterlingTV19. So that's going to be our first game of the winter season, first of many broadcasted here on Sterling TV 19. Myself and Max Zuback will be on the call for the next one, where it'll be girls basketball versus West Effort. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. Happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday, and as always, go Knights.